box score seemed to indicate getting stops was an issue, particularly second half.
Yeah. No, it's an issue of experienced, well-coached team, and the other one wasn't. We're not well-coached. We're not disciplined. We took some bad threes. Guys trying to prove it at one end. I'm not sure we focused on the other end. Our deflection numbers were, we had 5 the first half, 2 in the first 10 minutes of the second half. Our activity defensively, especially that second half, they shoot 70%. And, KJ's fighting it hard. When Bennett got it going, KJ took him and at least slowed him down a little bit. But, we had no answer for him. There's projected first-round draft choice that, showed it tonight, just really knows how to play and does a great job. We defensively just didn't get it done. And then, our 3 percentage, just kind of figure it in my head here, we were 17 of 31 inside. It wasn't, a bad number, but we took some quick, bad threes. And, just like I said, fundamentally, we're not sound at all. And we're playing guys that don't have much experience, F.A., Way, Jamari, Sasha, Luke, Drew. Those guys haven't played much for us, but, we just fundamentally, we're not very sound.
Is it effort not trying fundamentally, or is it just lack of skill or?
Some of it, we just, when things weren't going our way, gave into it a little bit. Kind of the Nebraska thing where, you miss a few shots and your energy level goes down, which is a natural thing for most teams. You got to really fight it. This team hasn't fought it as well as it needs to.
Danny, you talked a couple weeks ago about, despite all the injuries, there's still a standard that you want to see these guys play to, no matter who's in the lineup. Is that just something that's lacking right now?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just as I mentioned, the deflections, which, is just activity. Our rotations, those are all fundamental things that you have to play really hard to get, but we're not doing them. And again, I can use inexperience for those guys, playing guys that, we didn't anticipate playing. But bottom line is, those guys have to be ready, and they're not, and that's on me.
How do you keep everything, spirits elevated?
Well, it's been tough because of our schedule. I mean, you play ranked teams and teams that are talented, and we've played other than Washington. I know Washington's still trying to get in, but you take Michigan, Michigan State, Nebraska, Iowa. These are all NCAA tournament teams, and without Jackson, without Nate to give us some stability, and you take 65 minutes off the floor, it just makes a difference.
This kind of a little bit of a break between now and your next game, does that help it out?
Well, I hope so. We'll have Tuesday and Wednesday to really practice. We head over Thursday night to Purdue, practice Friday, and then play Saturday and Monday. I'm hoping 2 really tough places to play, 2 tournament teams, well coached. So, yeah, we're going to have our hands full. I'm hoping, maybe get Nate back. Big E is out for the season. He's having shoulder surgery tomorrow, out of town. So he has that, and Dev has a groin injury. He's probably, out for at least 3 weeks, maybe out for the season. Jackson out for the season. So getting Nate back, will be important.
Have you played or coached at Purdue again?
Oh boy, I was an assistant at Kansas State back in 1987. It would have been December of '87. We got beat 29. Came back in the NCAA tournament and beat them. So they were a 1 seed that year, and we played them in the Sweet 16. But we went to Purdue and got beat, I think 29, if my memory serves right. I just remember we got killed right before Christmas. It wasn't a very good Christmas. Haven't played at Indiana, but I was an assistant at Kansas State when we went to Purdue 100 years ago.
You mentioned Des being one of the guys this week that had an opportunity for more growth. What have you maybe seen the last 2 games from him? Just areas of improvement, but also areas that he's shown improvement.
Well, his defensive awareness is got to get better, but he did go get 5 boards. I didn't think he took bad shots today. Had one bad turnover in the first half where we got him the ball underneath and he struggled with it. But no, I thought Des did a good job today. Much better than what he's played in a few ball games. So no, I thought he had a good game.
And then the growth for FA, what does he need to do this last 6 weeks of the season?
Well, he hasn't played. He was out. He didn't even practice. So he's way behind. And the kids from overseas have had a trouble, adjusting to the pace of the game and the intensity defensively that you need. They're all offensive oriented, and defensively we've really struggled, with our foreign players.
What, he said Nate could be back this weekend?
Well, we're hoping. I didn't say he's going to be. That's me trying to get a glimmer of hope. And so, just look at the points in the paint, 44-26. I mean, I'm hoping Nate, can take a few of those away and get us a few, maybe even that stat up. But no, we didn't have any answer for their guards, and we didn't have any answers for anything that second half. That's for sure.